Welcome, welcome. How are you doing this evening? I am Eve with the baby's booty, and we are coming to you in a state of exhaustion. I am not kidding you guys. Last week was a whole whirlwind. I have information about that. I'm going to tell you about all the cool and exciting things we were able to get done while we were out of town, and also give you some great news and update on the buy-in. All right. So I hope you guys have been doing okay. I hope everything's great. What crafty things have you been working on while I was stuck in an airport and dealing with delays? I'd love to know. But cool thing is we were able to get our trip done, get back home. And unfortunately for a lot of folks, especially in the Charlotte area, there were tons of delays and cancellations in our area. So I'm just thankful ours didn't go to that extreme. But at any rate, that's not why you're here. You're here to say hi to me and everyone else that's in here in the chat. We want to say welcome. Here on our channel, we do rhinestones, embroidery, DTF, we do vinyl, we do sublimation. I mean, the list goes on and on. Whatever we find that's super cool to do to make crafts with, as well as make a little bit of money on the side, that's what we are going to talk about and teach on this channel. So we welcome each and every one of you. If you're new here, go ahead and drop it in the chat and say, hi, I'm new, because we want to know about it. Aside from that, we have memberships here on our channel. If you're welcome, if you would like to join, you're welcome to join. And let me show you how that works. Actually, we're going to go ahead and share the screen and get us into our channel. Let's see, let's share, because I got to be able to see what in the world is going on. There we go. Boop. All right. So if you take a look there, if you take a look right there, you will see this is our channel, right? So on our channel, you can go right here and click the join button if you would like to join, which is right here beside the subscribe channel. We have videos, we have playlists that you can choose from. So if you're interested in about rhinestones, well, check this out. There's a whole playlist for rhinestones. For embroidery, there's a playlist there. So definitely check that out. We also have a community channel that you can click on, and you can learn more about any announcements and updates we may have. So definitely come check us out here. All right. So you're welcome to join us and get more information here on our channel. We also have a Facebook group. All right. So if you go on to Facebook, look up The Baby's Booty, and you'll definitely pull up our Facebook group. Any and all are welcome, as long as you're willing to obey by the rules and post pictures of the things that you've been working on so that you can encourage others as well as be encouraged. We look forward to seeing your projects over there on Facebook. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. Now, as we like to do here on this channel, we have the purple bell. A lot of people are like, what in the world? So our purple bell is what we use to ring accomplishments, ring in the accomplishments that we all have. So in the crafting industry, if you get a new baby, say a new printer, new sublimation machine, a new cutter, any of that magnitude, just let us know. Drop it in the chat and we will ring the bell and celebrate with you, girl, because we already know that our stuff ain't cheap. Okay, it's an accomplishment to get a new baby, so we like to ring the bell. So if you let us know in the chat like Miss 143 did, then we're going to ring the bell for you. So speaking of which, Miss 143, congratulations, she got her new tumbler press. So we're going to ring the bell and ring in your new baby, girl. Woo! Holler! Congratulations on your new baby. Thank you for letting us know. I really appreciate it. Now, the other thing I like to do here on this channel, it's a bit inconvenient for some of you, but it'll be all right. I like to say hi to the folks who come in and join us, because without you guys being here, this wouldn't be a channel, right? I'd be in here talking to myself, and that would be kind of sad. I mean, not really, because I talk to myself all the time, but you know what I'm saying. So let's get over into the chats, and I'd like to say hello to Miss Chris Smith. Hello. Welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss JB is in here. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Baby Giant Services LLC, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Cheryl Tisdale, welcome, and thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Bonita Neely, hello, honey bunny, welcome. Keisha Maxwell, welcome. You finally caught alive. Thanks for joining us tonight, my dear. Please speak up, say hi. Grab a coffee in the emoji chat bar. When 7:55 comes, she'll open the emoji chat bar, grab you a drink, chill out, have a good time. Welcome. We appreciate you joining us. Tanya, what up, Tanya? Welcome. Thank you for joining us and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Now, I do know really quickly that there's quite a few folks that generally tune in with us on Sundays that are in the Las Vegas area. So if you are in that area or in Kentucky, for crying out loud, please, I hope you guys are doing okay. Let us know that you're doing well so that I can know. There's one person I personally reached out to and I have yet to hear back, and I'm a little concerned. But let me know that you're doing okay, because that's a hot food mess I just read about earlier today. So I want to make sure everybody's cool. Rosalind, hey Rosalind, how are you? Welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss Neela Nelson, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Sonia Siegler is a YouTube Hoop Group member, and we appreciate it. Welcome. Shirley Dabney is also a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thank you, and we appreciate that. And welcome to our chat this evening. Carol Coleman. Hey, Carol Coleman. How are you? Welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. We have Just Paper Crafting in the house. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Candace, BIC Design Creations. Welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We have Sheila. Hi, Sheila Cushionberry. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. T Create, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. EJ's daughter. Hey, honey. Welcome. Thank you for being our YouTube Hoop Group member as well. And we appreciate you being here. Creations by K. Aisha. Hey, darling. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We have So Crafty in the house. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Kingsbury Crafts is here. Welcome. Miss Pamela Bradley White is here. Welcome. Thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. See Unlimited Me. I do see Unlimited You, girl. That's what's up. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We appreciate you being here. Dempsey, let my people go, ma'am. Let my people go. Thank you for being a YouTube group member, and we appreciate you joining us from the workforce. Beverly Smith, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Miss 143, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Stacy, hello from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Hey, neighbor. Welcome. We appreciate you being here. Robin Shriver, welcome. Thank you for being here with us. Sissy Sue Creations, thank you for being here with us. Mary Gallagher, welcome. Thank you for being here with us as well this evening. We appreciate it. Let's see, scrolling on down. Mary Brown, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We appreciate you being here this evening. I'd like to know how to get my YouTube membership to update. It's been saying I'm only a Hoop Group member for 2 months. Chris Smith, unfortunately, that would be a YouTube question. I wish I could answer it. And I've been trying to let folks know the memberships are all completely driven and completely handled by YouTube. However, they do have a pretty awesome customer service system. If you get in touch with them, they'll chat with you. I even got them on the phone one time and let them know that you're having issues with how it's reflecting on the account. And they'll be able to walk you through whatever may have happened, or they can fix whatever may not have happened. I don't know how that works, unfortunately, but they do just make it available for us. They're starting to make a few little changes, and you'll see some changes coming across the channel here in a little bit, because we got a new thing that we'll be diving into, but it's got to take me a minute to learn how that works and roll it out to everybody. But yeah, for the time being, you would definitely have to reach out to them and let them know something's fishy and they need to fix it. Belinda West O'Neill got an oven to sublimate tumblers. Congratulations. Woo! Holler. Congratulations on your new oven. And Miss Pamela Bradley White got a new AccuQuilt. Woo! Holler. That's what's up. Congratulations. Miss Pamela Bradley White was featured in a quilting magazine, you guys. Not sure if you knew that or not, but she can drop the information or the name of the magazine in the chat so that you guys can check that out. She is awesome in the area of quilting, so definitely go and see what she has going on with all of that. Cheryl Sampson, good evening. Darika's here. Hey, That to This Creations, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I definitely appreciate it. The Ashley is also a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thank you. I appreciate it. Me Creatively by Kim. Hello, welcome. We have Marissa Dandridge. Happy Sunday to you as well. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Patrice Williams, how you love? How are you? Welcome. And your friend is doing good. Taryn, hey Taryn, how are you? Lena Doyle, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Nicole Reeves, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Candace says she created her first rhinestone template. Holler. Was it difficult? Was it painful? And what did you use? Did you use Cricut or did you use Silhouette? That's awesome sauce. So congratulations on that. That's not an easy feat. As a matter of fact, we will be working with a template that I created tonight from a design from off of Creative Fabrica. I'll show you a little bit about that, but I'm not going to go too into detail because y'all know that sucks down all my time. And God forbid I look at anything on Creative Fabrica. That takes up a whole 30 minutes by itself because y'all know I can't resist the scrolling. But we will be doing a sublimation / rhinestone project. So I'm looking forward to that. 2011 is Max. Thank you, girl. I was tired at the airport. Matter of fact, we came home. Let's see, that was that night in Denver. The flight was delayed. Then we flew out and got home right at about 5:30 in the morning. I think it was something insane time that I'm normally not awake to the world. And then we got home. My daughter was here, so saw her out and all that jazz. I think I finally laid down about 8 o'clock or 8:30. And I slept till probably 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then we got up, got something to eat, started packing packages, getting some packages put together so that we can ship them out. Missed the shipping time at UPS store, but it's okay. It worked out because we were able to ship them out this morning, but we ended up getting something else to eat, then crashed, I'd say about 10 o'clock. I didn't wake up till noon, 12:30 today. I'm still tired, y'all. It's crazy. So after waking up this morning, we packed more stuff, more packages, got more packages out at the UPS store. So speaking of which, some of you may have selected USPS. We sent them out UPS so that we could get them on their way anyway. So we sent them UPS instead of USPS at no extra charge to you. And so don't be surprised if you were like, wait a minute, I thought I picked USPS. No, I picked UPS. I made an executive decision so that I could get your packages out. And then we dropped them off today at the UPS store. So they have them and those are on their way. And then we got something to eat, came home and crashed again. And my alarm woke me up and was like, excuse me, ma'am, you got to show it. I was like, okay. But yeah, I'm still tired. But it's a good tired. It's a good tired. It's just my body reminding me, excuse me, ma'am, you're 46 and all this running and all this rushing and all this tight schedule stuff just ain't for you. And so I'm having to acquiesce to that. But at the same time, I'm like, hey, but a heifer did hang with the best. I was with the young folks and I was hanging and I did good. So it's okay. But at any rate, back to this. Robert Cornish Spencer again. Hello, Ashita. Hello, Keisha Maxwell. You're new. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Robin Shriver says she's new. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Miss JB has renewed. I don't know, child. Y'all know YouTube ain't loyal all the time. I'm just saying. They ain't always loyal. But we love you here. Don't ever forget that. We know your true intentions in your heart, but it's all right. We love you, Bam. But yeah, YouTube got to handle all of that stuff. Giselle Brown, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. K Potter Crafty Creations, hi, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Jacqueline Martinez is new. Welcome, my dear. Thank you for joining us. Gail Moore, hello, welcome. Evie look like a big ball out energy tonight. I see someone got some rest. I did get some rest, but girl, I promise you I can use a little bit more. Let's see. Cracking with this. Hi, Patrice. I got to hang with Patrice. I did. I had a ball hanging with Patrice, y'all. It was awesome. So I got to hang with Patrice. I got to hang with Do Dream On, Janita Nicole. I got to hang with DIY Alex. She is awesome sauce. Absolutely love Alex. That's my new Crafty BFF. Well, no, I can't say that because kind of like Patrice is a crafty BFF. I got so many crafty BFFs. It's stupid, but I'm just saying, I can have more than one because that's my call. But at any rate, Alex was awesome sauce. I got to hang with Angie Holden. I mean, y'all, the back of my shirt tells everybody that I was with, and it's just awesome. They had here's the shirt. We were in Fargo, North Dakota, so that's why I say Wallapalooza, and it's Fargo, and this is the town of Fargo here. And on the back, it shows all of the folks that we were privy to sit down with and have a good time with. It was tons and tons and tons and tons of folks. And there are a couple of names on there that you might have seen in the chat, like gosh, I cannot believe I just drew a blank. That is so sad. No, she wasn't there. That's the problem. That's why I was going to point it out. I know her name is killing me. I just texted her. Anyway, we had a couple of folks that didn't get to make it, but the folks that did make it, it was cool seeing Stan Banks. It was cool seeing A-Dub. It was cool meeting Katrina's Graceful Creation. She is awesome sauce as well. Gosh, y'all, it's just so many people that, I mean, that's why I'm showing the names, because for me to stand here and try and remember all of these names is a whole fool. But on this side are some of the vendors that were there. So we had Sawgrass, we had Graph Tech, we had Lane 7, we had oh gosh, the clothing people. Hold on, don't tell me. Not Next Level. It was not, oh my gosh. Y'all, can you tell I'm getting old and I'm tired? What's the people's name? McQuackins. It's killing me. Bella Canvas. It was amazing. And the whole point of the event that I went to was to bring creators and manufacturers together and, talk about what can we as creators do to show you guys the cool stuff that they have to offer, and what can they do in harmony with we creators and in conjunction with Heat Transfer Warehouse do to bring things easier to us so that we can show them to you. So that's pretty much the whole goal of it, is to find out what each side needs and what each side could do to make things better. And it was just phenomenal. Heat Transfer Warehouse really put on a humdinger of a production. They even had an attorney there that taught us a lot of the lingo that we needed to be aware of, and a lot of the things that we need to keep in mind when we're presenting content to you, and how to present the content to you in a way that doesn't cause a legal problem, So that was invaluable in and of itself, So we also did touring. We got to tour the main areas of Fargo, North Dakota. So apparently there's a movie out there called Fargo. I've never seen it. But it's not really filmed in Fargo. Most of it, there's only like one or two scenes, if I remember him correctly, that are actually in Fargo. But something about a wood chipper, yeah, not. And it didn't have nothing to do with cutting down trees. So they took us to go see the wood chipper. I stayed on the bus because I don't care about that. But we did get to go take pictures in front of the Fargo mural that they have. We also got to go and look at the different colleges that they have in the area, see them on the bus tour. And we also got to ride over into Minnesota. So I've never been to North Dakota, got to go, even though, North Dakota, that counted because I was like on the ground and actually seeing stuff and doing stuff. Minnesota, I've never been to. So I got to ride the bus through Minnesota. Never been to Denver, Colorado. Never been to Colorado. So got to fly into Colorado, but it was dark. So I didn't get to see anything. But was there a couple of hours. And then I also had never been to Chicago. So we got to Chicago, but I was there for as long as it took for me to haul tail a whole mile through the stupid airport to get to one gate from one Timbuktu to the other gate to the other Timbuktu, only to get there for them to tell me that the flight was delayed. Anyway. Thank you, Airplane app, for not updating me on that tidbit of information that could have saved me some cardio. You know, even though, don't get it twisted, I totally understand. I need all the cardio I can get. However, not all at one time. You know what I'm saying? You know, like sprint me from the gate from here to say the kitchen. You know, I can handle that. But anyway, let's get back into our content. So yeah, that's where we were and what kind of fun we had. Taryn says, I have a new but old brother XL 3022 and a new home Mylock serger. No worries, old to you still counts, honey bunny. Congratulations on your 2 new babies. Woo! Holler! Congratulations. We appreciate you letting us know that. Georgie Lee Adams, happy Sunday to you as well. Let's see what we have. Jacqueline Martinez, you're welcome. Belinda West O'Neill, good evening. Welcome. Diane Polk, welcome. Thank you for joining us. T. Johnson, hi. Welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Let's scroll. Red Door Creation, Lorianne, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. I appreciate seeing you. Patricia Johnson, hello, welcome. And I appreciate seeing you in here as well. Thank you very, very much. The Educated Natural, hey Kim, welcome my darling. Lisa Lynn Bernard, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us for the first time. Don't be a stranger. We want you to come back all the time. Thank you. Stay Unique Printwear too. Hey honey, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Let's see, Jessie Gibson. Hey, Jessie, how are you? Welcome. El Nicole, hello, welcome. You're starting to really love those champagne 80 stones. Girl, we got a surprise for you tonight, too. But I'm glad to hear it. Champagne AB is absolutely stunning. So thank you very much for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Ms. Ethel Smith, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. We appreciate having you here. Welcome. Fabulosis 32. Hello, Tracy. Yes, you were in Las Vegas. She says it's monsoon season. A little late, but rain is always needed in the desert. Well, I'm glad you're okay because the footage that they're showing, of course, they're always going to show the worst parts of everything. But the footage that they're showing was a little interesting, to say the least. I was like, oh my gosh, that's horrible. But thank you for updating me and let me know you're okay. Gina Goins, hello, welcome, Gina. How are you? Yvonne Hudson, hello, how are you? Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Sandra Lewis, Crafty Sassy Queen, hello, welcome. Janita McLean, hello, welcome. Sonia Siegler, no, I was out of town and did not get to go grab that and been packing packages. So I do need to get that. They're closed on Mondays. So this week coming, I should have that information and be able to send it out. Lena Doyle, she says, oh, she's talking to Patrice. Okay, got you. He is here. Sheila Cushionberry, welcome. Cillian, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Shirley Logan, hello. Donna, hello. Youngsters Clothing, hello, welcome. Let's see, I'm having a scroll. 7:55. I was just talking about you, girl. Hey, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We appreciate it. See Cynthia's, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Regine's Design, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Let's see, Karen D, hello. We are having a great evening. Willie Roseman, hello. Miss Beckham, hey, honey, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Appreciate seeing you. Kevin Moore, hello. Shirley Logan, hello. Diana Henderson, hello. Let me scroll. Janet Grundy, hey E, so great to finally catch her live. So happy I got a new Racoma. How could I become a member? Honey, just check that blue join button on the members page. But for the meantime, congratulations on your new machine. New Racoma in the house. Holla. Welcome. Thank you for letting us know you got you a new baby. Okay, Pamela Bradley White said it's the Quilt Folk magazine. So cool. If you are into quilting, check out the Quilt Folk magazine, and she was in there. Miss Crafty Creations, hello. Linda Gray, hello. All right, you guys, let us get ready so that we can go over to our design. All right, so I'm going to scroll to the end. I apologize. Mr. McQuackins will definitely let me know if I have anything that I am missing. I finally got my King Mac industrial walking machine, and the bags are beautiful. Congratulations, Mary Porter, on your King Max industrial machine. Woo! Congratulations. That's a big baby, isn't it? Welcome. Hey, Dainty Doer. All right, you guys. So let me show you really quickly what it was I purchased from Creative Fabrica. And I'm going to try real hard not to fall down this rabbit hole. Y'all know how it goes, right? So I'm going to close that and my downloads. And we are going to share the screen. And let's go here. And I found this graphic right here, right? And in my mind, the first thing I thought of is, first of all, when you're creating your own rhinestone design, a simple, clean graphic is what's best, okay? And this particular graphic does come with an SVG file. So for whatever reason, SVG files are easier to work with when you are creating your own rhinestone designs in Silhouette, okay? So if you need something to go off of in order to create your rhinestone designs, then look for an SVG file. So let me pull this up and show you. Here is the way I did it. I just tripled the flowers and I took the separated the petals from the stem and I changed the colors of them, right? So I have the green stem and leaves, and then I have the pink heads for the petals. And then what I did was I took each individual section and I used each individual section to create the rhinestone design. And so what we are going to do is we're going to take this design and pretty much take those stones. We're going to sublimate this design. This part of the design will sublimate, but this part of the design, we are actually going to layer the rhinestones on top of the flowers and create our design. All right. So that's pretty much the cut and dry of our project. I did want it to be a little bit more elaborate, but I am not super familiar with Silhouette like that. So it was killing me trying to decide how I was going to print the sublimation for each one of these and put the wording that I kind of wanted around it. So I got to figure that part out. But for the time being, I'm just going to leave the words off and I'm just going to print this like it is. But I'm going to have to separate the flowers because, as you guys know full well, that my sublimation machine is 8.5 by 11. So I can only do but so big. All right. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to hit delete. And for the time being, let me check. Oh, well, it's all bunched together. So what I can do is this. Let's see. Let us rotate it actually. And I'm going to make it, actually, let's do it this way. We'll grab it and rotate it like this. All right. And so once it's rotated, I can separate it. Let's go to print and let me see what that, nope. So we're going to have to pull it up. And this I can move out of the way. Actually, let's do that. All right. And so I'm going to hit print here in a moment. Oh no, it still cuts off my flower. It's going to have to be all right. So we'll hit print and nope, I don't want that. So we're going to do the sawgrass. Hit apply and we'll print. And hopefully that'll work like it's supposed to. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back my stems, take off the heads of the flowers and bring this over and do the same thing. All right, so we'll hit print. I'm going to have to move it back some. Let's hit print. Let's go down and that fits in better. And then we'll print this one. So, oh, you know what? I was supposed to flip it and did not do that. So, oy vey, I'm going to have to do that. All right. Where are you? You are in, let's go to edit. Nope. Object. Mirror. Flip. Okay. Was that right? Nope, that was not right because it is what's a face. So let's flip vertically. All right, now we're going to print it. Linda Gray, welcome to being a member on our channel. Holler! Thank you very, very much for joining our channel. We really appreciate the support. All right, so let me get rid of this one and this one. Let's grab that, and I'm going to have to flip this one, and then we'll print this one, and then we'll be done. All right, so because this is a sample, for lack of better words, we're not going to worry about too much with it being a little imperfect and cut off. But this, you guys, I'm still kind of frustrated with this because what I ended up doing was I ended up actually cutting this out with the silhouette. And I'm still having this issue where the circles are cutting in ovals. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'm trying real hard. You know, I'm a little bit tired, a little bit jet lagged. You know, I'm still trying to be a decent person. So to keep from fighting something or somebody, I'm just going to cut this out with the Cricut. So I already cut it out and wasted the flock on this thing because I completely forgot how the circles are cutting, and it still is the same. So that being the case, I ended up going to Cricut and I have it already ready to cut it out with the Cricut. So I need to send this over to the Cricut. Miss Elise, I know you're in here, and you told me the last time what material you set yours as, and this one I set it to heavy cardstock, but I meant to email you because you told me what yours was. I kind of wanted to cut it where I didn't have to scrape the mat, but you know, at this point I'm gonna take what I can get. So I chose heavy cardstock, and I wanted to check with her because for the life of me, I can't. I had to call Patrice and was like, Patrice, what did you say the distance was? Yeah. My memory is shot since going through all of this, but it's all right. So we're going to talk about the cutting this out. I'm going to cut this out with the Cricut. And Janita, I'm scared to use my silhouette. I use my Cricut. I mean, I wasn't afraid to use it, but for whatever reason, I don't know why it's not cutting correctly with medium cardstock on the Cricut. Okay, cool. Even though that, hey, Gray Jeans, thank you for your suggestion. But oh, you know what? Let me do that. I don't want to skip medium cardstock plus more. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. I knew it was something. I don't want to scare you from using the silhouette at all because it worked perfectly fine before. So I don't know what the deal is now. I've bought new blades and everything, and for whatever reason, it's still not wanting to cut like it's supposed to. All right. So let us go over. I'm going to go ahead and send this to the Cricut machine. All right. And then let us switch over to our cutting table. All right. And the cutting table is, why is my cutting table not on? Here. Hold up. I'm going to have to fight. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's this one. Nope. That's Tilly. Hang on, y'all. Oh, yeah, that's right. But the problem is my camera's not showing up, and I don't know why. Why is my camera not showing up? Hold on, you guys. Because I usually, let's see if this is it. I usually don't have an issue with my camera not coming up, but we don't have to see it. I've had it for a year. I just love the software. Okay, so I did also, Spencer, see that you had a question about an embroidery machine. There it is. It wasn't plugged in. And the embroidery machine that I use is this one here right behind me. So a lot of it depends on your budget, because I actually have four embroidery machines. And in those four machines, they span different budgets. Okay, so if you only can swing about $400 to $500, then the 4x4 brother embroidery machine is a good machine to work with. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, I wouldn't tell anybody to get a 4x4 embroidery machine. It's not big enough, blah 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 blah. I mean, I made pretty decent money working with I did not mean to do that. I made pretty decent money working with that 4x4 embroidery machine, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I absolutely love that machine. Okay. So I'm not about to tell anybody to not get that 4x4. So definitely check the 4x4 out. Aside from the 4x4, if you can swing about $1,000, go for a 5x7 brother single needle embroidery machine. You definitely can make money with that one. I've seen it happen. Okay, so check that one out. Aside from those two, if you can swing 6,000 ish, a little over, you can get the multi needle machine, break into the multi needle machine market with the red line, which is what I use. My red line embroidery machine is totally awesome. It's a phenomenal machine. It can allow you to do all the hats and stuff, like the heavy duty things that you've been wanting to do, that most people want to do, and it can be done with the red line. So you get 2 sets of hoops with that machine, 15 needles. So you also get a set of thread, 15 needle thread, bobbins, toolkit, I mean the whole nine. And it is an industrial machine. Industrial meaning this is the type of embroidery machine that is used in warehouses and sweatshops. I hate to say that word, but it's the truth. So it is a good machine that should last you a long time as long as you take care of it. So you can crank out embroidery jobs like this over and over and over. And the thing is, if you're trying to do large embroidery jobs, like, an order 200, 500, 1,000 hats, you need to go industrial, because those single needle machines, you're not going to be able to crank out like that. You'll get frustrated pretty quickly. Hey, Love and Live Show, how are you, my honey? But aside from that, the industrial is the way to go. But if you can't swing it, I don't ever suggest going into debt. Start small and build your way up. That's just how it is. Someone was wanting to sell me a 22 million stitches for 6K, but now I'm looking at Redline and might go that route. You can get a brand new 15 needle embroidery machine for right at that price. Okay, you really can. But I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'll let you make that choice, and you can decide which route to take from there. All right. So hopefully I haven't missed anything else. Creative Fabrica deal for $59.99 was only available for a limited time frame. What was $59.99? I don't know. But right now, what I do know is they are offering a deal where you can refer people and possibly win a cutting set, which is really cool. Yeah, I mean, but Spencer, this is the thing. 22 million stitches is a lot, but in the world of embroidery stitches, it really isn't a lot. It really isn't. As a matter of fact, I ain't gonna lie, I got my feelings a little bit hurt, just a little bit, because I bought the machine you're talking about. I got that machine. And it came with 2 years of it was brand new, and it came with 2 years of maintenance automatically built into it, right? So they were like, you can bring it anytime to get your updated maintenance and blah 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 into every up for the next 2 years. And I was like, oh cool. So about a year and a half in or so, I was going to take it to get the maintenance done on it, and it was like at 8 million stitches. And I called them and I was like, yeah, I have 8 million stitches on here, so I mean, I know I need to bring it in. And he started laughing. He laughed at me. The sales guy that sold me, well, the owner, he sold me the machine, and he busted out laughing. And I was like, bro, he was like, that's not a lot of stitch. I'm like, well, how the heck I'm supposed to know, type situation. But anyways, so no, 22 million really isn't a whole lot because, for instance, a lot of your larger embroidery designs are going to run you somewhere in the 50,000 plus range, so it won't take long to get to 22 million. But I will say this, that when I purchased, or when I got that machine, rather, I keep saying purchase because I wasn't the only one involved in that situation. But when I got that machine, it was $8,000. So, hey, Jay, I ain't seen you in forever. Don't come in here slipping in the $5 and gonna woo me, and you've been ignoring me all the time. Boy, get him, big boy. Hey, JD, thank you for the super chat. JD, I'm gonna get you next time. Just wait till I come to Dallas. All right, you guys. So, as I showed you, we have, hey, Lily, Simple Creation. Sorry, I did see you. Welcome, my darling, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member for sure. All right, you guys. So here is the design we're going to put on the bag. All right, super pretty, but we're not going to do this in all the same color. Why? Why not? Because we have something awesome for you. So our first flower that we're going to do tonight, and I have the chopping mat to put my rhinestone template on. As a matter of fact, let me show you. This thing had me heated, y'all. I was just too through because I was like, ooh, I'm going to cut this out ahead of time. I'm going to be ahead of the game. It'll already be cut out, blah, blah, blah. And we can just go right. Yeah, no. So I don't know how well you can see that it's oval shaped. It's not a circle. These are ovals. So they're not going to brush in my stones. I'll be hand placing them, brushing them forever. That's a no for me, dog. So me and the silhouette is going to have a nice, me and Picasso is going to have a nice talk after the show, because I can't do the ovals. But at any rate, once it's cut off, thank you, big boy, for the super chat. We appreciate you being here. Woo! Holler. Spencer, you sure can. You sure can. That's pretty much the only hoops I use is on the red line, is my Mighty Hoops. Eve, I make the design in SVG and cut in Cricut. That's what I ended up having to do, Candace. That's what I wanted to cut it on the silhouette, and I've cut rhinestone templates before with the silhouette and they cut just fine. So I'm not sure why it's not cutting correctly on the silhouette, but yeah, I did turn it into a SVG, brought it over into Cricut, and then I resized it to the proper size, and that's what's cutting out now. So just something to get on my nerves. Rougie, hey Rougie, honey bunny, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Candace BIC Designs asks, what does anyone know which Epson Echo Tank replaced the ET2760 or the ET2720? Unfortunately, I don't know. I'm not a up to speed on the Echo Tanks. Looks like I better get the laser and sub printer going. I got an embroidery machine to buy. No, that's right. What? Can't even get the register to work on the silhouette. Oh no, that's not good. Hey, Kitty B. Hey, Alicia M. Welcome, my love. Thank you for joining us. So I'm gonna move this off to the side because this is gonna be ready for when that thing gets finished cutting on the Cricut. All right. So here are our rose heads, and what we're going to do is, actually, let's do it this way. So on my stems, we're going to go with Peridot AB for our stem, and the buy-in is open, by the way. The buy-in is open now. Here's our Peridot AB. So Peridot AB is your peridot color rhinestone with an AB coating. So what that does is it will give you a kind of iridescent effect on your stones with the different colors to it. So this is Peridot AB. All right. Then we have Emerald that we're going to be using for one of the other stems. So we have our emerald stones. Look at the bling, y'all. I'm just saying. The bling is insane. All right. And then I'm also going to grab my peridot. I thought I had it up here and I don't. I had peridot AB and forgot to grab my peridot, but it's no worries. I'm going to grab it here in a sec. Then with this flower, we're going to do our light rose. Now, rose is an absolutely beautiful stone. It kind of gives me a lavender vibe, but it's pink. It's like a pale pink. Absolutely gorgeous stone. Love rose. Rose and our light rose is one of the more pricier stones because the process to make the stones pink is a lot more intensive than any of the other colors. So no matter where you purchase stones, in a lot of instances, your pink stones are going to be a little more in price than any of your other stones. So we're going to use light rose. We're going to use our rose stones, which is like your bubblegum pink. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love the color rose. All right. 5D, 3D, and AB? I am not sure, my dear. Never heard of 5D and 3D. Never heard of that, Dainty Doer. I apologize. And I've been dealing with rhinestones for 6 years. Never heard of that one, but I'm sure there's something to it. We'll have to look into it. But the other color we now bringing out with this buy-in is our Rose AB. So Rose AB is one of our newer colors. So we're going to do our middle flower with the Rose AB. Okay. So the rose, here's the rose. And this is Rose AB. So give me a sec. Let me get this open. I ordered them, Janet, directly from my manufacturer supplier. So that's where our stones come from. And you can purchase them during the buy-in. So you are able to order these stones. So this is Rose and this is Rose AB. So this is the exact same stone as this, but with a special coating to give it that iridescent effect, as I've shown you guys before. Okay. So again, our I'll have to tell you about that LC Holloway. It was a whole food mess, but we got home safely. I am home. But we have our Rose AB now available. So with the buy-in, as I mentioned to another person via email today, with the buy-in, our buy-in is a way for a group of us to go in together to purchase rhinestones directly from the manufacturer. Okay, so there's a such thing as buying retail. And when you think of buying retail, think of going to, for instance, Walmart, okay, to buy your toilet paper. So you can go to Walmart, buy a pack of toilet paper. You can buy one roll, you can buy a pack, all right? You can also buy wholesale. If you buy wholesale, think of that as going to like Sam's Club, which is the wholesale version of Walmart. And you can buy the big, huge jumbo pack of toilet paper where you never run out for a really, really long time unless you have teenagers in the house. But that's a whole different story. Then there's a different level of wholesale that allows you to buy in much bigger bulk than what you would get, say, for instance, if you went to Sam's Club. Okay. Now, to buy on that level, you have to buy a huge amount of toilet paper in order to get it at that super low, super wholesale price. And that's what we do with the buy-in. So we all go onto the website. We all purchase what we want as far as the rhinestones is concerned. And because it's such a larger amount than just 5 or 6 people, it allows us to get these stones at a much better price point than just your basic wholesale. Okay. So there are drawbacks to this, but you have to determine if these drawbacks are worth it to you. you're saving a lot more money, but we have to wait on those stones to come in because I don't order extra to just keep on the shelf and fill orders with. I order only what you order. So that allows us to save money and not waste money on inventory just sitting. So if you're interested in doing the buy-in with us, the stones are listed on the website. Our Rose AB will be definitely up and active by the end of the night. It's not active yet, I don't think. I'll have to double check. But our Rose AB is here. And a lot of that is because I wanted to do this project and put the picture of these stones with the project on the website. I haven't done that yet because we haven't done the project yet. So that's where we are with that. But we have our Rose AB, all right? And we have our green. So as soon as that's done printing, cutting, then we'll do that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut Tilly on. Y'all saw Tilly on camera, but Tilly needs to get his temperature, down to 350. Whoops. So let's do that while I'm over here because actually, you know what? I'm wrong. We needed to leave Tilly at 400 because we're going to sublimate first, and then I'm going to drop the temperature. All right. Okay, so you asked about 3D. Let me look back at that because we don't sell DMC rhinestones. Janet, is up to you, and I'll show you actually here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it because we're only halfway through cutting, and then we need to get our we're only halfway through cutting, and we need to get our heat press up to speed. Okay, so let's share screen. Boop. All right, and so here is our website. Okay, so this is thebabiesbooty.store, and we'll get that in the chat as well. But this is our website. So it's set up like a regular website. The difference between 583A and DMC. So the dainty doer. Let's now I go into detail with this on our website. You know what? Let's do it this way. Hang on first. Dainty doer, don't let me forget. Oh, Mr. McQuackins, don't let me forget. We'll get to that, and I'll show you the difference between DMC and our stones. But keep in mind that let's see. Let's do this. Hold on, because I need to. Okay. So keep in mind that when you are purchasing stones from different vendors, one of the things that as a person who is selling something, and you guys all need to understand this, no matter what you're selling. So whether it's embroidery, whether it's DTF, whether it's rhinestone shirts, whether it's sublimated pencil cans, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you are selling, the thing is you want to be able to stand out from the rest and offer something that nobody else has, right? So if I were to come to you and say, I'm selling my rhinestones, and my rhinestones, you won't find my rhinestones anywhere else because my rhinestones are colossal brand, not colossal brand. What am I trying to say? The super sparkle type of rhinestones. You can't find super sparkle stones anywhere else. So these are my stones. Okay. Well, super sparkle is a name I just gave it. I just gave it that name. Like sparkle ice. I have sparkle ice rhinestones. They go in ice boxes, and so I can name it something. So then you'll go and ask somebody else, well, how does your rhinestones match up with sparkle ice rhinestones? You see what I'm saying? So there are names that other companies will give their stones in order to make their stones different from everyone else's. Okay. So just keep that in mind. There are titles of rhinestones to tell the difference. One of the things that doesn't usually ever change, you'll hear Hotfix Korean, which is usually your bottom basement stone. you'll hear DMC, which is usually the middle range stone. And then there's a higher level stone somewhere toward the top. And then there's the elite stones that I'm calling them elite, but there are two different brands that nobody out there can touch. One of them is considered Swarovski's or Swarovski, but I say Swarovski because that's what they told me in the store anyways. But I digress. Swarovski stones, and then there's Preciosa stones. Okay. So the Swarovski stones are, everybody understands, that's top of the food chain. You can't get no better than Swarovski. The problem is, a couple of years ago, Swarovski yanked the chain from a bunch of folks and was like, okay, if you're not on our huge distributor manufacturer list, then you're not getting our rhinestones. So they pulled out of Michael's, they pulled out of, some small folk contracts where you just can't buy those stones anymore. So because they decided to turn their focus only to their main folks, their manufacturers, their heavy duty folks, that protected their brand, but at the same time, it took it from folks like you and I who would be able to buy it and sell that quality of a rhinestone. But they are renowned for their rhinestones, period. Okay. Then the next version right up there with them is what's called Preciosa. Right. And I go into a lot more detail, a lot more facts about these stones in our rhinestone class. It's a 3-hour class that really breaks all of the rhinestone information down. Okay. And they're only offered every so often. We do need to get another one scheduled, but I don't have one scheduled just yet. So I'll have to let you guys know about that. But Preciosa is another rhinestone that is right up there in the Swarovski. Like, Preciosa comes from a long line of glass manufacturers who specialize in like lead crystal glasses and glass items, right? So they decided, hey, we're just gonna do rhinestones too, because they also do certain stones and beads as well. All right, so Preciosa is super expensive as well as Swarovski. So those stones, I've looked at them as offering the Preciosa as a version of stones in our wholesale, but that's, even wholesale had me, fanning and clutching my pearls, because I was just like, bro, that's just not, I can't swing that. And I don't want to. The whole goal in us doing the buy-in is to make it super affordable for you small businesses to be able to add rhinestones to your things that you offer for sale. That's the whole point. No other reason whatsoever. I wanted to level the playing field for you businesses. Okay. So that y'all can make shirts in bulk and make that money. That's the whole point of it. So when you're saying DMC, we don't sell DMC rhinestones. As a matter of fact, I was offered some from the manufacturer. They sent them. It was a color that I can't get in our level of rhinestones, and I'm not happy with it. So I'm not even offering it. Those bags, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with that bag, because it's not the quality that I have in our stones. As far as my stones are concerned, I don't name them. I let them speak for themselves. When you get your rhinestones, you open that box, you name them what you want, because when you see them, you'll come up with your name of what they are, because of the insanity of the level of bling that these rhinestones have. But in short, your 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 basic level of rhinestones would be Hafix Korean, which is the most inexpensive, super affordable. Like, anybody can buy it and make shirts off of it at retail and still make money. And then there's DMC. Some people call it DMC, double machine cut, diamond cut, whatever. Double machine cut. I think I said that already. Whatever. They call it all kind of stuff. That's DMC. And then the next step up is where we are. And you got a lot of folks that call it a lot of different things, but they all pretty much mean the same thing. They're all the same stone. Okay. Which is funny, because like there's one company out there called or somebody calls it Strass, and Strass just means rhinestone. So if they say we have a Strass rhinestone, well, they're saying we have a rhinestone. It's just Strass means rhinestone. So, but at any rate, that's a different story. I learned a lot working in this business over the years and being on the inside with these manufacturers. But at any rate, here's our website. So if you click on store, you can come here and you can choose what you would like. So for instance, our latest rhinestone, aside from today with the Rose AB, we have crushed ice and crushed ice AB. These are clear rhinestones. The crushed ice is a completely clear rhinestone, and I will show you that today. I won't work with it today, but I'll show you that on a shirt today. It's completely clear, but it has glue. All of our rhinestones are hot fix only. We do not go anymore at all into the non-hot fix. So it's just hot fix rhinestones. And then the crushed ice AB is the clear rhinestone, but with the film on there that gives it that iridescent. Now, if you are interested in the non-hot fix rhinestones, you can get those from the best uni. She should be here in this chat. Just let her know, and she'll get the link. Or uni, go ahead and put the link, and we'll make the link available for your store. Or Demps, if you can drop her link for me, please. I would really appreciate it. Any of the moderators. But the flat back you can get from her that you use the glue with. Our stones are hot fix only, so you use it with the heat press on your items. Okay, so you can click on whatever you want. Like for instance, here's our crushed ice, right? And you can see the picture here. You choose what size you want, whether you want SS10 added to the cart or whether you want SS6 and add it to the cart. The price is there, and that's how you get your items. All right, now we also last time introduced the ice picks. Okay, the ice picks are a collection of 5 different ice chips containing your chosen size rhinestone. So if you're doing SS10, then you are getting 20 gross of your chosen color rhinestone. Notice here, choose 5 colors, please. Please choose 5 colors. We're trying to change the options to purchase your stones, where if you wanted, say for instance, you wanted 2 of the crushed ice AB, you can choose 2 ice picks of crushed ice AB. But as of right now, especially in the SS10, you can only pick 1 of each color. So pick your colors. All right, choose 5, because if you choose 6, that's gonna be me extra work. I'm gonna have to email you, call you something, be like, look, you got too many colors. What 5 colors do you want? And then create your ice pick, okay, out of your 5 ice chips. Okay, so that's how you will order an ice pick. Now with the SS6 one, we were able to get that done in time. So with the SS6 one, you just come down, pick your color, and if you wanted to the blue flame in SS6, you can. The SS6, it comes with 50 gross of the SS6 rhinestones in your ice chips. Okay, so that's how you purchase. And then the only thing is, again, it takes right at 30 days, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, to get those stones here from overseas and packaged. Like, they don't come already packaged. They come, I unpackage them, I split them up, put them in the boxes, and we ship them to you. So roughly 30 days, that's what our turnaround time is. And we appreciate the patience of everyone who purchases. But that's a part of the buy-in. We all go in together. We put in all orders together, and we wait on them to come back, which is also why we only have this sale going for 1 week. Okay, it's only a 1 week purchase time. Maybe sometimes we'll do a few more days depending upon where that week falls. But like this week, it's 1 week, and that allows everybody to get their orders in. And then we will send them off and wait on those to come back. Now, if you're ever having any issues ordering from that website that I just sent you, the babiesbooty.store, you might be on AT&T. For whatever reason, AT&T ain't faithful to the Baby's Booty. Don't know why. So you may have to try and get on a website, maybe through Starbucks open browser or something. You know what I'm saying? Just try a different server, some kind of way to get your order in. And thank you, Janita. Yes, there are 1,440 stones in a gross, 1 gross. Okay. And we go into that in our class as well. So if you're interested in taking the class, I tell you what, just check our website. by Tuesday, not Monday, but Tuesday, and we should have a class listed for you. All right. So it sounds like our template is done. So let's switch over to the cutting table, and we'll go ahead and grab this template and put it on our table so that we can stone our roses. Okay. And what temperature is Tilly at? Tilly is at 325, y'all. Woo! So we'll be able to sublimate our flowers as well. And here we have absolutely perfectly round rhinestone holes in our template. Okay. Only a couple of these did not cut through. I mean, not cut, but peel off. So I will take those out later. Not take those out, scrape this later. I'll take these out now. All right, there's that. There's another stone. I mean, hole. There's another one. Okay, so I'm just going through and looking. There's another one. There's two. One here and one here. And this rhinestone flock and the transfer tape that we use to pick up the rhinestones, they are available at the awesome folks at Heat Transfer Warehouse. I do have a link in the description that you can click now in order to purchase your rhinestone flock. But yes, you can use other methods to cut rhinestone templates. Like for instance, some folks like to use cardstock. That is something you can use. I don't suggest it. And the reason why I don't suggest it is because you're kind of like creating extra work for yourself when you do. But if you choose to do so, that's fine. No worries whatsoever. Use what works best for you, but it does create, because you have to find a way to affix that cardstock to a surface so that it doesn't move around while you brush your stones in. Okay. So I use cutting mats to put my templates on and store them. I bumped my wind chime. Let's move these to the side. Actually, let's move these up there so you still see them. Okay, and these are ice chips. Okay. And when you put your ice chips together, they go in an ice pick. And we also have another color, but I'll show you that here in a moment. All right. So I'm going to see if this will fit. And it does, but barely. So I don't want that. I'm going to cut this, which works out anyway because I'm going to be doing different colors on here. So, oh, I could have cut that extra off the bottom, but it'll be right. All right. So there's that. All right. And here is the bottom part. I'm going to cut this extra off. All right. Yes, they do have colored mats, and colored mats work just as well. Okay. And going to, I did mention that. I did mention that. Okay. So here are our here's our template. Let me grab something real quick that I forgot to grab. Hopefully my mic won't cut out on me, but if it does, I'll be right back. Grab a bag. All right. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with the bag for Patrice. And we're going to use our Michaels Imagine 8 canvas tote bag. It's polyester. So we're going to do one of these so that we can sublimate on it. All right. Let's pull this apart. And I figured it would fit, and it does. All right, so it is definitely big enough for our bag. Okay. Oh, that's going to be super cute. I'm excited. Okay, so we are going to affix this to our bag, and I'm going to use this Pro Spray so that I know for sure it's going to stay in place. Now, I'm not going to spray this over the top of my cutting table. I'm going to spray it back this way. So sorry about that, but it's a light spritz. Okay. You don't want to do too much and then end up with spray everywhere. All right. So that's the top part of our flowers. And then I'm going to sublimate the bottom part separately because I want to get that one stem up in there. Now I could cut this out and sublimate it all together, but let's have some fun and make extra work for ourselves because it shouldn't hurt anything. Hey, Andrea T. I am done traveling at the moment, thank goodness. Extra camera. Let's get Tilly. There's Tilly. And let's do this because I must have bumped my camera. And there we go. I think. Yep. All right. So add this to stream. There's Tilly. So Tilly is at 399 degrees, right at the perfect temperature to get this sublimated, okay? So I used the sublimation spray so that this wouldn't move around on me, bringing it over to the heat press. All right. And so I'm going to move this up some. And you know what? Let's flip this around because the handles are going to be more of a problem than the bottom of the bag. The bottom of the bag is already creased anyways. So, all right, so there we go. I have the handles hanging off the front, and I'm going to insert a piece of paper so that our sublimation doesn't go all the way through the bag onto, you know, the inside of the bag, or dare we say to the front. So you sublimate first and then we'll bling second. So let's put that in there. All right. And then I'm going to get another piece of butcher paper to put on top. Okay. And at this point, I already know my little things down here are going to crease, but it'll be all right. Okay. So make sure that's slid in, and let's bring this down. I'm going to have to slide it back. Just a tad. All right, and we are going to sublimate this for right at 60 seconds, okay? So while that is over there sublimating the tops of our flowers, we're going to get ready for doing our flowers, okay? So I'm going to start with the light rose over here, and we'll zoom in here in a moment as soon as Tilly is counted down and show you us brushing in our stones. But for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and get these started so that we don't run out of time, because y'all know that that's how it goes on this show. We run out of time and be looking crazy, and I ain't trying to look crazy. Okay, so we brush them in. Oh my gosh, this bling is crazy. This is a trip. There we go. Thank you, Tilly. All right, so let's take this off. And you see that is super pretty. I should have changed the colors of the flowers to reflect the different shades of the stones, but I think it's going to work out really well even with that, so that we'll get our stone colors to highlight even with these being the same color. So I already sprayed my adhesive on there, and this looks like it's gonna have to tuck up under there. That's hopefully it won't mess up our stuff. All right, and then is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. Let me make sure. Yep. Okay. Let's put this on there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I got to tuck this, unfortunately, took that. And that looks like that's going to work out just great. Let's put this back up. And I didn't put butcher paper in for the bottom part, but I'm not going to worry about that at this point. We're going to let that press. Okay. Now back to the bling. Back to the bling. So here is our light rose. I'm going to brush this off the side so that I can pick that up and put it back. Meanwhile, I'm going to lightly rub my finger. This one, lightly rub my finger over the top to make sure I don't have double stones anywhere. I don't see any double stones. And then I'm going to take my pickup tool and let's get you to cooperate, sir. Come on, let's cooperate. Oh, I guess that would help, wouldn't it? It still ain't wanting to pick up. Bro, you're being a jerk. Okay. There we go. Gotta rub the wax or rub whatever that coating is on it. Okay. And that's that. So I'm going to take, well, that one. And then I'm going to take these out. And Tilly is done over there. Let's get these off. Got one more. And then I'm going to pick these up with my Dollar Tree scoop. I'm just going to tuck it up under my mat that you see down here. Just tuck it up under so that I can brush this right off the edge of that mat into my scoop. All right. And then I'm going to tilt it back and pour it right on into my container where the extra lives. And this is light rose. Okay. All right. So there's that one. Now let's go back to Tilly and get this off. Ooh, adorable. Okay. So let me bring this over and we can drop Tilly. Oh, Tilly's already dropped. Okay, no worries. Here is our bag, y'all. Super cute. OMG. I love it. Love, 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 love. Okay, so I'm going to set this over here because it was burning my arms and let it cool off. And now, after a drink of water, we're going to do our rose colored rhinestones. And if I have enough time after doing this, we will do our Hello Summer in our rose and rose AB. Okay. Not yet. Nope, nope, nope. Because that one I'm not going to brush. So it's already brushed. All right. So now that we have our stones in most of our holes, let's brush this off. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And brush this off to the side. Now, for those who may not know, when you decide to do rhinestones as a business, one of the things that you know, tend to be discouraging to people is purchasing the flock. Oh, you know what? Let me turn Tilly down. Purchasing the flock, and the flock being one-time use. Okay, so yes, that's true, but that's where no. That's where you need to be sure to be strategic in your pricing. Okay, what do I mean by being strategic in your pricing? So if you find a design that works really well for your customers on a general basis, like for instance, this design is a super cute design. You can use it pretty much year round, and it will appeal to a pretty wide range of folks. Okay. So if you have a shop or something like that, you very well could, you know, offer this as a design in your shop that people can put on a shirt or a bag as we're doing today or whatever. Right. And this particular design, I created it, but forgot to look at how many stones was in the design. But in my class, I teach you how to price based on your stone count. So this will have a set amount of stones, and you can charge based on how many stones is in the design, or you can base your charging on how many stones is in the design and what the design is being put on. So say for instance, you're putting it on a hat or on a shirt. A hat and a shirt cost two totally different things. You can get a shirt wholesale for about $3-4, and a hat would probably be a little bit more than that. You know, so you got to price accordingly. But say for instance, you are doing a design and it's a custom design. Like the customer says, well, I want my name at the bottom of it. Well, that means you're going to have to make it. And if her name is Sally Sue, I don't know how many Sally Sues you're going to have come in looking for a rose design with her name at the bottom. So I would make her name separate. But even making her name separate, I still don't know how many Sally Sues you're going to come in asking for. I know, Patrice. I didn't need any because I got 5 yards a month ago, and I haven't even opened it yet. So I didn't get any. But yeah, I did order some stuff while I was there and had it shipped because somebody not naming no names wouldn't let me bring it on the plane. But anyways, you would need to do her name separate, and in doing her name separate, that's a custom template, and you may not never do a Sally Sue design anymore ever. And if that's the case, she needs to pay for the flock that you're cutting to make her name. So in order to make her name, you got to pay for designing her name or charge for designing her name as well as cutting her name out in the flock. That's not something that you should be offering for free. So the price of the flock, you know, you kind of need to be paying attention to what you're doing with that and how you're charging so that you're not on the losing end and all upset because you're having to kick out for flock every 5 minutes because you're doing custom templates. But that's because your customers aren't paying for it. If your customers are paying for it, then it doesn't matter. It won't matter, rather. Right. So be sure to be strategic and how you're pricing doing your rhinestone designs, but it can be done. It can be profitable. All right. If you're interested in doing a rhinestone party, I can show you how to do that as well because I used to do rhinestone parties. Now that folks are, for the most part, able to get back together, whatever the case may be, rhinestone parties are fun. It does take work, but it is fun. All right. Got a layout for that as well. So we got a couple of ways you can actually earn a profit with these rhinestones. So I've been doing parties for many years. So not new to that rodeo. All right. So, all right, there we go. And this is the rose AB. So this is rose and this is rose AB. And we'll look at it a little more in detail here in a little bit once we get this pressed and you're able to see it more up close. All right. And I apologize for not paying attention to the chat, but I like to get through our projects and not waste a bunch of time. All right, so that's an extra stone there. And it's a trip because with the stones in there and you just rubbing your finger over the top, you can feel extra stones and feel and see when they move. So it helps you, you know, see where those extra stones are hiding and get them out of there. All right. Okay. Looks great. So these are the tops of our roses. And because I press them separately with the sublimation, I'm going to pick them up separately as well. All right. Because I sublimated them closer. See how the rose heads are closer to the stems than they are with the rhinestone template. So if I pick this up all together, it's not going to line up. So I'm going to have to press the tops from the bottoms separately. Okay. I still didn't grab that darn peridot. I don't need it. We're gonna do emerald, and peridot AB. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't want to go all the way back in there. Okay. And then I don't need to. It's not necessary. It's still gonna be pretty. All right. So let's get these up the hill. We'll put you guys back where you belong. Boop. All right, and here's a few that didn't want to take the ride on the stainless steel slide. And we'll put these back. Sweet. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a piece of transfer tape to go ahead and pick this up because I don't want to bump this and knock any of those stones out of place. So if you're doing rhinestones, make sure that you, your loved ones, your pets are all out of the way, because bumping this table will cause stones to jump out of their place in that template. And I promise you, you'll learn a new language. Not saying what that language may or may not be, but you will learn a new language. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and pick this up. Bloop, just like so. Now I can leave this here and go ahead and stone this, especially if I had brought the tape up, but I didn't. And I actually will just go ahead and pick it up because that's just the way I want to do things tonight. Okay, and so now I'm going to put this back onto the carrier sheet once I unroll it, because I let the darn thing stick to itself. Don't ever do that either, because that's a pain. Sometimes letting it stick to itself can cause stones to dislodge, so hopefully we won't go through that. Let's see. So being very careful. Yeah, see, these kind of like moved a little bit. All right, I'll have to check that, double check it here in a minute, but for right now we're gonna wait. Okay, now let's go ahead and do our we got a bot in here, honey bunny. If you will block them, please. Boo bot has come to visit. Boo bot has come to visit. Okay. Okay, well, hopefully somebody will grab Boo bot. If not, I'll snatch him up by his toenails here in a moment. All right, so I changed my mind. I'm gonna do emerald in the middle, and then I'm gonna do the peridot on the ends. All right. But rhinestoning is fun once you get the hang of it. I just rubbed them jokers right on out of there. It was too aggressive. All right. So let's pick this up and put that back. Let's put you, come on, put you in place. Let's put you in place. Put you there. Put you there. Put you there. Put you there, and put you there. All right. And let's pick these up. and brush them right on off into the sunset. Okay. Alrighty, and then we're going to grab our Peridot AB, which is our Peridot green color with an AB coating on it. So it reflects greens and yellows and blues. It's super pretty. All right, and we are going to brush these in place. And one thing's for certain, if you're doing, a number of shirts, like for girls' night out type shirts, and they all want matching shirts or bridal party shirts or stuff like that, as long as your materials are all laid out, ready to go, you actually can bling a good number of shirts at a time. Oh, where all kinds of stone is that? I don't get mixed up in there. And you can get them done fairly quickly. You can bling a template, put the template on the tape as I have right there, and it can stay on the tape, and you can then press them all at one time if you so choose to do so at a later date. They don't have to be done today. So there are several options you do have available to you as far as, doing rhinestones and preparing and, not doing so many at one time. All right. But there are multiple ways to earn a revenue off of rhinestones. It really is. You can do not bumper stickers, what you call car decals. You can do decals for mugs and tumblers. You can do shirts, hats, pants, the whole nine. Come on. All right. Perfect. Let's get these out of the way. Let's put this right there. Whoops, I flipped it over. And thank you very much to those who do decide to participate in the buy-in. We always appreciate everyone taking time to join. I want everybody I know to bling, because blinging is awesome. It really is. It's a lot of fun. I like to be blingy, so I want other people to be blingy too. All right, and now we got our stems blinged out. Let's go ahead and get our stems picked up. Whoops. All right. Don't cause a scene. Now don't cause a scene. And hopefully I can pick this up without it folding back over on itself. And I'll show you how to fix if you do get it folded back over on itself to make it easier for you later. All right, so our stems are done. So when you are picking up a template, just be careful. See how I got it curling? Well, you can't see. See how it's curling over right there? It's already sticking to itself. This, I am actually not holding it properly and using a lighter weight transfer tape, only because I couldn't find my transfer tape from Heat Transfer Warehouse. I'm sad about this. So this is cheap transfer tape. Okay, so there's the stems. Here's our flower heads. I'm going to check this again really quickly just to be sure that these stones, because some stones flipped over on me. Okay, so all you got to do is lay them back in place where they were. And then we're going to, you can use the back side of your fingernail, whatever, to slide them into place where they were supposed to be. And this is important, especially if you're doing a layered, where two different colors nestle within itself and you don't want your stones to not fit the way they're supposed to. And keeping a good pair of tweezers helps as well, so that we can get this pulled apart. Oh, okay. The color stones that I'm using are, hang on, let me put this back. So this color here is rose on the right. And actually, you know what? Hang on. Let's show you those colors when we get it off of this plastic, because the plastic reflects a light off. And I want to make sure you can see it properly. And I'll give you the colors. But the colors I'm using are light rose, and the new rose AB. All right. So let's move this out the way. Let's put this lid on. Let's put this stem on. The stems are Emerald and Peridot AB are the colors, but Emerald is in the middle and Peridot AB is on the sides. Okay. So let's slide this over just a little bit and let's grab our bag, which Tilly is at 350 degrees. So our rhinestones, you want to press at 350 degrees for about 12 to 15 seconds. It doesn't take long at all. Okay. So I'm picking this up and we're going to lay this down right on top of our roses, because we cut this out to match it perfectly, right? So this should line up just about perfectly. Okay. Whoops. There we go. We want that to lay where it's supposed to. Boom, boom, boom. There's that. There's that. Let's slide this out where it's supposed to be. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to press. Okay. So let's take this over to Tilly. And we're going to rotate. Hopefully you don't shift on me. Okay. Whoop. There we go. All right. All right. So again, over here with, not with sublimation, but with the rhinestones, we are going to press this at 350 degrees for about 12 seconds. Okay. So let's get this down. I'm going to stay here because I want to make sure everybody got pressed the way they're supposed to. And it's only at 350, so it should not activate the sublimation ink, but we will see. Okay, it should not have activated the sublimation ink. Okay, so there's our flowers. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and grab the stems, and we're going to put the stems on while we're over here. And yes, you can press rhinestones more than one time if you have to. So don't fret if something happens and you're like, oh my God, I got to press it again. It's going to tear it. No, it's not going to do any damage whatsoever. Okay. All right, let's lift this up because remember that was up under there. Let's shift this on. Let's get you shifted back in place. There we go. All right. And now let's press this for 12 seconds. You don't have to cover it with a butcher paper or anything like that. Now, as I was mentioning, though, the sublimation should not activate at 350. But sometimes if you did sublimate, you can be extra careful by putting butcher paper up here, but you don't absolutely have to. And that, my friends, turned out absolutely beautiful. Super cute. Cuter than I completely expected it to, because like I said, I made this design. So let's cut Tilly off. No, I can't cut Tilly off. That's right, because we're going to do another thing, hopefully. Okay, so back to the cutting table. Let me fan this just a little bit, you guys, because I don't feel like burning my forearms again. And then, boom, we'll show you sublimation with the rhinestones on top. Okay, so because we use the same shade of pink, I was hoping it would, and it did, show the different shades of the rhinestones. So over here, this is rose color. This is rose color rhinestones. The middle is the new stone. So this is rose AB. The one on this side is, or the left is light rose. Okay. And then down in the bottom, we have emerald. And on the outsides are peridot AB. So they have the AB coating. You see how when I turn it right here, that stem on the left has like a yellowish color, but then when I turn it like this, it turns green, and then you turn it. So it can reflect many different, see there's some blue in there on that left stem. Can you see it? That's because that's the AB coating. Likewise with the rose AB, you can turn it to different ways and it will reflect different colors based on how the light hits it. That's the beauty and the absolute appeal of AB stones. AB stones are phenomenal when it comes to that. Okay, so I'm gonna set this over here so that you can still see it, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see, where are you? See if I can find it real quick. Our Hello Summer template. Hopefully I can find it. It's prints, it's that. And then I'll show you our other new color that we have this buy-in. Why'd it be up here to the front? Because I did not find it. I may have to do the Hello Summer later, but I don't want to. Let's see, what is this? I gotta look for it, y'all. I got so many templates over here off to the side until it is a shame. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you, while I look for that, I'm gonna go ahead and show you our other new color, and this is our Hyacinth AB. This is Hyacinth AB. Okay, so the word summer is hyacinth, and the word hello is Hyacinth AB. Okay, matter of fact, let's do this number right here, because sometimes that works even better. Okay, so that's summer is hyacinth and the top is Hyacinth AB. Absolutely love Hyacinth and Hyacinth AB. Those are like just in your face, bow. This is, I'm Hyacinth AB right here. You know what I'm saying? It's just absolutely beautiful colors. Oh, you know what? I don't have that template anymore. That's right. I was supposed to cut it out again. Oh man. So I'm gonna have to take a picture of once I cut it out again, the Hello Summer. I gave it away, so I don't have it. But I need to cut it out again, because this is by far my favorite template. I'm hoping she'll come out with one that says Hello Fall, even though it won't be as across, but it'll still be super pretty. But I love this. This is Hyacinth AB. Okay, so that's Hyacinth AB. This is our Rose AB. Y'all really needed to see this Rose AB on black. Oh, that's what else I was going to do. I told that to, I can't remember who asked the question. Give me a sec. Let me show you. And I can redo this too. With rhinestones, you pretty much can use any weight shirt. It doesn't matter. I've used, these are heavy t-shirts. I've also used soft style or the lightweight Bella Canvas. any of those will work with rhinestones. The thing is, of course, this is a lot of rhinestones here. So, you know, it will weigh the shirt a good little bit, but it's not going to make it droop. You know what I'm saying? It should not do that. But this is still, I primarily for my customers, I generally use heavy. No, you cannot, Kenyatta, unfortunately, use HTV. Rhinestones will not stick to HTV. It will eventually pop off of that HTV, unfortunately. I tell that story quite often. I made a shirt with an HTV circle and then some rhinestones on the front, thinking I was super cute, and I was. It lasted the day that I was at that event, and then when I got home, put it in the washing machine. All of my rhinestones were in the washing machine. So not one rhinestone stuck to that HTV, so you cannot use it. You can, however, cut holes in the HTV for the rhinestones to stick to the shirt underneath. You can do that, but you got to make sure they line up just so and let it stick to the shirt. Yes, Lena, the Hyacinth AB and the Rose AB, as soon as I get off the show and update everything, they will be in the ice picks, so that you can get an ice pick with it in there. Now, I will say this, because we were out of town and all over the place, that's why it's not listed on the website. You guys, I was exhausted when we got back in and I had to get some rest. Do you have the projects that you did using the new crushed ice to show? Yes, I do. They're behind me. But earlier, it was asked about the quality of the rhinestones and the difference. So this particular color on this shirt is amethyst. Okay. This amethyst is DMC. This amethyst is our stones. And you kind of can see a market difference in the quality of the bling. Let me try something, because this is, I don't understand. Is it looking fuzzy to you as well? Because it's looking fuzzy right there where the white is. Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Because that's annoying me. I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, let's try different lighting. So it still kind of looks fuzzy, like a washout right over here. Really? Okay, maybe it's just me and my screen. Alrighty, so, but at any rate, you can see the difference between the shimmer of the DMC versus the stones in our buy-in. Okay. And what I'll do is see about doing the heart in our Rose AB so that you can see that. But here are the, nope, that's not it. Here are the clear AB stones. These are the crushed ice and crushed ice AB. So with the crushed ice, see how you can barely see the word summer down there, but you can see that it's there. Thank you, Miss Sharon Davenport, for the super chat. We appreciate it. Woo! Holler! Thank you. We appreciate the support of our channel. So this is on a red shirt, the clear stones, and these are the clear AB stones. So it takes that red and it adds that iridescent. Okay, that's on red. Here it is again, the exact same rhinestone, crushed ice on green. Okay. And this is a lightweight shirt. This is like a soft material shirt, not the heavy shirt, not the heavy t-shirt. And you can barely see, but you can see that crushed ice down at the bottom on the green, and then the AB at the top. Okay. So there's your green with the crushed ice, and here is purple with the crushed ice. So the color that you use the crushed ice on can, show a difference. on your stones, but this is the exact same stone on 3 different color shirts and how they look. But this is the crushed ice. You guys absolutely rocked it with that crushed ice. And here is no, that's actually the emerald shirt with the crushed ice and the neon. So not sure where I took that black shirt, but boo-bot. We don't want to go to the adult dating site. We're about crafting, not adult dating. Please, really, spare us. All right, let me see if I can't find that heart real quick, since I have forfeited my favorite template. Let's see. Let's see. Don't want to do him. Nope. Wait a minute. Nope. Wrong template. Let's see. Here are those hearts wrong. Yep. Here we go. All right. So let's do the heart in the rows AB and the rose, so that you can see the difference between those two. And we're going to put it on this same test market shirt. And here is the rose. And that way you can see it a little bit better, because although you can see the stones on the flowers, black is the main color I use with bling. Black is the, I'm not 100% sure why black just goes so hard with rhinestones, but that's my absolute top color that I use on shirts. And I know sometimes I have, like in the past, I've had customers that are like, well, I want it on a white shirt. Okay, you know, whatever shirt color you wanted on, I'm gonna put it, and they were happy because they got what they wanted. But to really showcase rhinestones and their colors, black is usually the route I go. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You don't have to, but you can do other colors other than black. Would the rhinestones stick to screen print? I don't think they will, because you have to understand screen print is a I don't want to say latex. That's the wrong word, but it's not a, the rhinestones stick better to a fabricy material. They just stick better to a fabricy material. So I will say I've never tried it, and give it a shot. You know, I'm all about testing and trying new things, but I'm going to say I don't believe at all that it will stick to screen print. Yeah, the thing is, craft with love 55, usually just like every other spam type thing out there, it doesn't take much for them to come right back. So that particular color, this is rose. This is rose. Okay. So that was just rose, only the color rose. So I'm going to pick this up and put rose back in its case. All right. Whoops. This is our rose. And then we're going to now do our light rose, so that you can see the differences between all of them. Okay. That you see the differences with all of them. This is light rose. The first one was rose. This one is light rose. Okay. Let's get that brushed in there. Boom. All right. And then we'll go back, make sure we don't have any freeloaders. Nope. Sweet. Okay. This is light rose. We've already done rose. So now we're doing light rose. And then next we're going to do the rose AB. But for now, I'm getting ready to pick up the light rose. Okay, so I already have rose on there. So let's pick up the light rose. Okay, that's the light rose. I see a stone that's not going to want to stick, so we're going to have to replace that one. All right, and now let's do rose AB. Okay, so now this is the new rose AB. All right, we got 3 minutes left, so I apologize for running over again. But I want to make sure that you guys get to see the new hyacinth AB and the news rose AB. And again, I apologize, it's not completely live on the website yet. It will be after the show. Y'all, I've been sleeping. There's just no getting around that. I have been knocked out because it was rough doing all of that running and then delays and being stuck at the airport. That was tough on the old lady. All right, so let's grab this. I'm gonna cut this off because I'm not gonna put rose AB under the light rose. I'm gonna put it over the rose. All righty. And boom. Okay. So let's set that down. Let's move this out of the way. And I'm going to press all 3 at one time on this shirt that I already have the other hearts on. So that you can see them. All right. And so before we get to doing that, I wanted you to know that, so this month, normally we have a treasure trove, a deluxe treasure trove. We have a, usually we have a deluxe treasure trove. We have a, treat treasure trove and blah, blah, blah. Well, we're finished with the, black light. Black light is done. So that's no longer in the store. And the second part of the AB is going to be in the store, but the actual, so that means the AB is going to be there again, the second AB collection. But we also have this, our rose, which is why we're doing roses, and we're all into the roses today because our rose collection is going to be the treat this buy-in. Okay, so in the rose treat, you will get rose colored stones, you will get light rose colored stones, and you will get rose AB. Okay, so just to let you know that that is the new treat this month, is the rose AB, and the light rose is going to be in the treat. Okay, Patrice, thank you so very much for the super chat. Holler! Thank you so very much for the support of our channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we're reusing a shirt. As you see, we ain't wasting no shirts. I knew that one wasn't going to stick, but too late. It's all right. We're going to bring it over here to the table, and y'all, OMG, check this out. Check that out. That is beautiful. I can't really show the color like I want to, but okay. So this is light rose. This is rose. And this is the rose AB. Okay. So had we done our Hello Summer, it would be the rose and the rose AB is the colors that I will be making a shirt in once I recut my template that I no longer have. But these are the 3 colors that will be in this treat this month. And the treat isn't up there yet either, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm a worn out heifer. I'm just letting you know that now. Worn, slap out. Just like I ain't had that much exercise and that much fun and that much talking and that much hanging in a long time. So these are our new colors. Rose AB is now going to be available for the buy-in, Rose AB, as well as our Hyacinth AB. Okay, Rose AB and Hyacinth AB. And of course, Hyacinth is an orange or reddish orange color. And that is the AB coated um, stones. So thank y'all for joining us for our shirts. Let me switch back over to my table so that we can show this on our sit down camera and close out the show. All right. So again, I want to thank you. Let's see. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. Hot Mess Express due to travel. I had a ball. I swear, I had the most fun I've had in a long time at an event with a bunch of people, and it was worth it. I am so grateful to Heat Transfer Warehouse for putting that on. Um, and this is our new rhinestone color that we are offering this month. This is Rose AB and this is Hyacinth AB. So both of these are new colors for this month that is available or will be available for purchase in the buy-in. As soon as I get off, y'all me busting my butt in the background trying to get that website updated like it's supposed to be. But here they are. And this is also the light rose color for those who may want to see that again. Like I said, it's like a lavenderish pink. I don't know how else to put it, but it's beautiful. It's like a lavenderish pink, and the camera isn't doing it justice. I swear it's not. But we're gonna put these pictures on the website for you to see the rose AB and the hyacinth AB color for the listing for the stone. And then we did a sublimation / bling on our bag. Okay. And again, just to, reiterate what we use, this one is rose. This one is the rose AB. And this one is light rose. Okay. This one is emerald. This is what the emerald looks like. And this is the peridot AB on either side. So that you can see what that looks like, as far as, and the peridot AB is just peridot, but with the AB coating. So it's a lighter green with that particular color. So this was, yes, I am missing a stone on the bottom heart. I knew I was. I saw when I brushed it in that the glue was funky on the back of it. So I was like, oh, that one's not going to stick. And I meant to fix it, but I was in a rush trying to make sure we ended kind of on time. So, but at any rate, thank y'all for hanging out with us. Thank you all for the super chats who did give super chats. And yes, this can be used with the crushed ice. Okay. So the crushed ice is, oh yeah, that's right. The crushed ice will reflect the colors that are behind those stones. Okay. So definitely, use that as an option as well. And I'll see about making sure that this design is available for members in the YouTube channel. But Mr. McCracken is going to have to help me remember that because he knows I forget everything. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to do blah, 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 blah. And then forget. That's what happens when you get old. Okay. So the new colors will be available in the ice picks. Okay. And then we also, oh yeah, that's right. So y'all know, I might as well call this the Mr. McQuacken's buy-in. I swear I should, because he always throwing curveballs and looking out for y'all. Right. And I just be like, where you come up with this stuff? And it just be, it'd be killing me. Loves to craft. I'm going to have to make it available in the community tab for members of the channel. So if you subscribe, you should be able to get it, as well as the rhinestone overlay for it. But I got to remember to put it up after the show. So between making sure that the right listings are listed for the new colors, as well as making this file available, I'm going to work on that. But he's created loyalty rewards. Okay. So if you participate in 6 separate buy-ins, because this buy-in that we're shipping out now is buy-in number 6. And this one that has started tonight is buy-in number 7. So if you have participated in 6 separate buy-ins and your orders were successful and blah, 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 then you get 20 duck bucks loyalty for participating in your 6th buy-in. And he is so loving and nice that he even says it doesn't have to be consecutive. It doesn't have to be a consecutive 6 buy-ins. As long as 6 have been done at one time, 6 separate orders during each buy-in. Like if you had 2 orders in buy-in number 1, that don't count as 2. But buy-in number 1, you had an order, buy-in number 3, buy-in number 4 and 5, 6, and 7, then yes, you count for your 20 duck bucks reward for loyalty. And he said that it does not have to be a consecutive 6 months due to life and its curveballs. For questions about your reward, please email us due to the time constraints tonight. Okay. So again, 6 purchases, 6 separate buy-in purchases will net you $20 in duck bucks. Not $20 in duck bucks, but 20 duck bucks, which basically is $20. But you know what I'm trying to say. I'm still tired and still ready to go back to bed. So I want to thank you. Loyalty is a must in this day and age because we need to stick together and we need to look out for each other. And that's the whole point, again, of the buy-in, is to look out for these businesses and y'all folks who are trying to earn a small something extra with your incomes. And let's face it, purchasing rhinestones retail or basic wholesale just sometimes doesn't cut it, and we get it. So that is why we are doing the buy-in. And we appreciate everyone who chooses to participate in the buy-in. And we look forward to trying to bring the beauty of the bling, of the finer thing, to you directly, okay? Because our bling is the finer thing. Matter of fact, let's close out with a commercial, shall we? I appreciate y'all hanging out. It was a lot of fun. And I look so forward to seeing you guys again next week, and also in some of the new things we got coming up for the channel. So I'm super excited about that too. So I appreciate each one of you for hanging out with us, and we hope you have a great evening. And until the next time we see you, we hope you have happy blinging. Have a good night, y'all. Give me till midnight to get these dang stones uploaded, y'all. Oh, pray for me.
How would you define luxury? Your purchase of our rhinestones has put extravagance right at your fingertips. Here at the Baby's Booty, we are taking the standard of luxury and bringing it directly to you. Introducing the perfect companion to your luxe rhinestones, the Baby's Booty Ice Boxes. Our ice boxes are in the perfect sizes to complement your order. Each color in your purchase will be labeled and packaged in these elegant acrylic boxes, ready to display your luxury stones for everyone to see. The Baby's Booty Ice Box, where our bling is the finer thing.
Have a good night. And Nicole, thank you so much. Woo! Thank you so much for the super chat, Nicole. The last day for the buy-in will be next Monday. So Monday the 8th, and we will work on getting those automatically sent out. But in the event that you have participated in 6 and you have a question about it, just shoot me an email. But look for that. Gosh, Mr. McQuacken's done put me on the spot, y'all. Look for that. Let's say by Wednesday, please, by Wednesday. Okay. Thanks and have a good night, y'all. Bye.